Hello, everybody. This is Melissa from stampwithmelissa.com here. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Minnesota, which is in the United States. I am doing my live video right now, my weekly live video. So hello to those of you who are catching the replay and also those who are live. This video is being live streamed on Tuesday, February 1st, 2022. I am about 20 minutes early tonight than my normal time. I see somebody's here, so say hello. I know that I might be, hi mom. I might be missing some people. Hi Alicia. Okay, it's good to see some regulars hopping on because I'm early. And I just announced about 15 minutes ago that I was going to be going early. So I do apologize for that, and I will explain myself. um, Tomorrow is my dad's birthday, and I won't say how old he's turning, but it's a big birthday. So I'm working on a very cool project for him. So I need to do that. I need to finish help my mom with her birthday card for him. And also, if you guys have been around for a while, you know, back in October, I had some problems with my hard drive. So I actually had two hard drives. One of them failed, and so I was able to retrieve all of that information and put it on a brand new hard drive. Well, now the other one that didn't fail, guess what? It broke. So I have to bring it tomorrow to be checked out by a tech company. Hi Deb. And so what actually happened is I had a USB cable and I pulled it out to disconnect it, and it pulled the entire port out. So the data inside the hard drive is all fine, I think, knock on wood. I'm pretty sure it's all fine, but I can't actually plug it in to access it anymore. So I need to bring it to somebody who can open it and get it all extracted, which means I also need to I need to set up a new hard drive and move some data over. And oh my gosh, it's going to take hours. And so I thought, you know what? And 20 minutes early is going to be huge for me, having 20 extra minutes a little bit later tonight. So thanks, Deb. Yeah, it's going to be all fine, I'm sure. I have confidence. Look, I have this little hair that is sticking up. I'm sure it's going to be fine. But let me say hello to you all and welcome to February. Thanks for joining me early, or like I said, if you're catching the replay, welcome. I have a super fun card to share with you today, and I'm going to chat while we stamp, and so I'm going to go ahead and flip my camera down. But I did want to just say, if you are in need of any products that I am showing tonight, they are all available in my online store. So you can see right there it's mirrored on my thing, so I have to go the opposite way of what I'm expecting to, but there's my shopping link right there, and then that is the host code if your order is under $150 before tax and shipping. I appreciate if you use that code. If it's above, skip that code because you get some free stuff. Hi Susan from Florida. I bet it's warm in Florida. It is, I don't know the temperature in Minnesota. Somebody here is, we've got some Minnesotans, so they could tell me. But it's very cold because it's very windy today. So, all right, I'm going to flip down. Here we go. So this is the card we're going to make today. It's super fun. And I'm going to untie this here because it is kind of like a gate fold, fun fold, if you've heard of those before. And so it opens like this, but I didn't do the gate. Whoops, sorry. I was out of frame. Okay, so Alicia says it's 10 degrees and Deb says below 0 with wind chill. I would believe both of those. It feels like it's negative 900. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that cold. Anyway, so this is a gatefold card, and so it doesn't quite open in the middle, which is what a typical gatefold card does, but it's still super fun. I wanted it to be a little bit less traditional. And I'm going to talk about why I designed this exact card in just a few minutes. But I wanted to just show you. So this is the stamp set we're using. All week on my blog this week, I'm actually featuring both of these stamp sets on these pages. This is the Sale-a-Bration brochure, pages 6 and 7. So these are both actually free in my online store with a $50 order. So if you have a $100 order, you could get both. Or you could get anything else that's really amazing in this brochure. But today we're going to use the Driving By stamp set. Here's what it looks like. So cute. I love this car probably the most. I don't think I've used the balloon one yet, so I need to. But it's super fun. And let's go ahead and get started. Now I'm going to do something a little bit different this time, and I'm actually going to give you measurements as we go in the video. And I'm going to see how that goes. I normally don't. I normally put them on my blog, but I want to try something different. So I'm using Poppy Parade as my card base. And then I've got a piece of the brand new black and white All Together DSP. That's for the inside. And then I've got a piece of basic white here that's going to go on the inside as well. I should give you measurements while I list these pieces, shouldn't I? So this is 8.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and it is scored at 3 inches and 7.25 inches. So 3 right here and 7.25 right there. These guys, I think I remember what these are, but I better double check. This guy is 4 by 5.25, and the basic white piece is 3 3/4 by 5. Those are going to go on the inside, so I'm going to set them up. And then I've got some pieces here. Oh, they're all being difficult. I have this piece of basic black, and I'll put the card back in frame actually so you can see. So it's this outer piece here. And this piece is 2 7/8 by 5 7/8. So this guy is also going to be 5 7/8 by 1 1/8. And then I've got some pieces here, and these are going to be, oh my gosh, if I can remember what I just said, let me double check. 2 3/4 by 5, right? No, sorry, 2 3/4 by 5.25. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, Alicia says she loves red and black. Well, Alicia, you're gonna already know my secret in a second. Then this piece of the designer series paper is 1 inch by 5.25. And then I have this piece of basic black, and this guy is 3 by 3 3/4. And then a piece of basic white that is 2 7/8 by 3. Oh, whoops, sorry, I had that moved a little weird. 3 5/8. And last but not least, I feel like there's so much here, but I love making mats. I think it just makes the card look so much more like put together. I love it. Chef's kiss to that. And then I've got a piece here. This could be like any size, but I made it to fit the sentiment. I'll give you the exact measurements. This is about 1 3/4 by 2 inches. So 1 3/4 this way, 2 inches this way. All right. I'm going to start assembling, and I'm going to tell you guys some things. So Alicia said that she loves the red and the black together. And Alicia is also on my awesome group of demonstrators. Alicia's actually one of my downline. I'll just say quick, I am stamping this red car, this car right here in Poppy Parade. Super cute. Yes, Deb loves it too. And so last week, my upline had a team meeting, and we came up with a challenge, and a few of us just kind of shouted out parameters, and that's what we're doing for our color, or not our color challenge, our let's say crafting challenge this month. And so I said fun fold, and Alicia said red, and then my upline Sue, I think, is the one who said ribbon. So this card is actually for that, and that is why I paired it with this awesome brand new black and white paper, and this is from that All Together collection that launched today. It is amazing. It has DSP, it has a stamp set, it has dies. Oh, cool. Deb said this is her school colors. This is actually, these are school colors for my rival high school. So not my high school, but the other high school in the district. These are their colors. So anyway, I've lost my train of thought. This is a super fun challenge card that I am doing for that, which is super exciting. Oh, I was talking about the All Together collection. You guys, my brain is going in like a million different places at once tonight, so I apologize. But yes, the All Together collection has DSP. It has a beautiful die set, I think. The dies are just amazing. And then it also has a super fun stamp set, and an early release from the upcoming annual catalog is a brand new set of Stampin' Blends, which is amazing. Hi, Anne. So Anne is one of my sidelines. She's kind of like that in stamping terms. She'd be my stamping sister, and Alicia would be my stamping daughter. Hey, Debbie, long time. Debbie, I know I owe you a phone call. So I know I do, and I promise I will call you soon. She's probably going to text me after and say, You owe me a phone call. I know I do. I know. Anyway, so what was I saying about that? Oh, the new set. So there's a new set of blends, and they are called the Natural Tones blends. There are 10 of them, and they are skin color blends, which is super, super amazing. They can be used for so many things too. Yes, Stampin' Sister. And yeah, Debbie said, yes, you do. I know I do. But you know, you have a new baby. So I definitely owe you a call though. Okay. So I went ahead and layered all of this DSP onto the basic black, and then went ahead and attached it to our Poppy Parade card base. So this is how it opens. I'm anticipating using this as a birthday card. So the sentiment says driving by just to say hi, but I didn't put anything on the inside because there is no sentiment in this stamp set that says anything about a birthday. And that way, if I don't want to use it as a birthday card, I don't have to. So let's go ahead and work with this basic white piece. And did you see how quick that came together? That's what I love about this too, is that this fold, like fun folds, I like easy fun folds. I'm not a huge fun fold fan. Fun fold fan, say that 5 times fast. But I do love a fun fold, especially when it can be a little bit more simple. Oh, thanks, Debbie. So Debbie and I used to work together, and she retired, and she just had her first granddaughter. And so she said, thanks for the outfits and the card, because of course I had to send her a card. She's so cute. All right, so I've stamped our little Volkswagen there, and then I'm going to go ahead and color this in. I'm using my Poppy Parade blends. And I always start, when I use blends, I always start with the darker one. This is just how I learned. I know a lot of people who actually will color the entire image with the light blend, and then they'll go back in and do their shadowing with the dark. I learned by doing the dark first and then going in with the light. So that's what works for me. But you have to find what works best for you when you are using blends. Actually, I'm going to color the top of this with the dark one as well. Super fun. And then I need to remember that I need to post this card in the team group, because it's for my team challenge, or for the February's team challenge. So yeah, I thought this was a super fun card. Okay. Now I'm going back in with the light and coloring the rest. And I think my blends need a little bit of a replacement because they're not blending together as well as I would like them to. You can even see here, you can kind of see, oh, it looks actually pretty good on the camera, but in person it's a little bit more blotchy than your blends should be. I think that they're just needing a replacement. So I'll have to add those to my next order. But we will see, it's just not. Oh, there we go. That's blending together way better now. So when you're using your blends, then you want to make sure that you mix those colors together, because you want them, right? If you separate them, it's like oil and water. If you don't combine them together. So you want to make sure that you do. All right, so there is our Poppy Parade. Then I'm going to bring in, what color is this? Smoky Slate. And I'm going to use these not traditionally as you would use blends. I'm going to use the light one to do the rims and the hubcap. Now there's 3 circles here. I'm doing the inner one on the tire. And oh, yep. Okay, so Alicia said that she has tried doing the blends with the light first. So she's tried it both ways. I know that Alicia does she does how I do it because she learned from me. So I think, you know, it's whoever you learn from. So she has tried it where she colors it all light first and then goes in with the dark, and she does not prefer that method. I don't either. And I think it's just how you learn. It's the same thing with heat embossing, which I'm actually not going to show you how to do tonight. Just to save some time, I already did heat emboss the sentiment. But it's the same thing there, where I think a lot of people will heat from above, and I learned to heat from below. So that's what I do. So a lot of people will take their heat tool over the top like this, and I go underneath. I don't know why. That's just how I learned. All right, so we've got this piece now, and I'm going to add our liquid glue to the back here. And then we'll layer it on our basic black piece. And as I said, I've already got this sentiment done, but what we're going to do quick is bring in this gorgeous black and white gingham ribbon. And I'm going to be pretty generous with how much I have here. So I'm just going to loop it around like that. You know, I never do that, but for this card I am. And I'm not, well, I suppose I could tie it. You guys saw the inside, and I have the other one open too. So I'm going to go ahead and tie a bow, and we're going to see how well this goes while I'm live. I feel like that's the trickiest thing all the time is, well, both tying a bow while I'm live and also staying in the lines when I color. Those are like the hardest things to do on video. I don't know why, they just are. I guess the pressure's on, right? Okay, you know what? There's a bow. Not the prettiest bow I've ever made, but it's a bow. Okay, so we'll just get this straightened out on the card here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this guy over and grab my dimensionals, and I will show you this. So this left side here is where I want to do dimensionals. So I'm going to flip it like this and stick some dimensionals here. And then I'm going to take 2 more dimensionals and I'm going to put them on this left-hand panel, right? So this part that's sticking up here on the left of my finger, and under the bow and over the bow, okay? I'm gonna stick them there because that way I can make sure that this panel does not stick to this one. Hey Keisha, no worries, I went early, so you are not really late. You are just not as early. But no worries about it. But this way, so if I had stuck dimensional here, I wouldn't be able to get the card open. So I like to stick it there as opposed to guessing here, right? Because I could have guessed and put it in the middle, but it maybe would have stuck here or stuck on the ribbon. And I didn't want it to do either of those things. So then we're going to go ahead and lay this guy down. And it's nice because this DSP kind of has a grid, so I can use that as long as I cut it straight. I can use that to kind of guide my way. Okay, and then I'm going to show you a fun tip here. So this is the sentiment we're going to attach, but I want it to have a cool flag end. Normally when I'm doing a flag end, we do have a punch, and I think it fits up to an inch. It's either 1/2 inch or an inch of paper. However, this is way more than an inch. It's 2 inches. So what I want to do is you could cut up the middle and then cut in from the angles to create one. But I'm going to show you this tip. So this is the tailored tag punch. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to feed it in here. And then I'm making sure everything is straight here. So I've got about the same amount on either side showing. We're going to flip that over. Voila, there it is. Look at how easy that was. And this is nice because you can use it with, let me actually see how wide. It looks like about 2.5 inches you could go. Amazing. I like using that punch a lot for this. All right, so let's flip this guy over. We're going to put some more dimensionals on the back here. And then we're going to stick it down on our card up here at the top. And I'm going to stick my head in here. Sorry if I block it, but I want it to be flush. Sorry that I, oh, that's funny. So Alicia says she's watching with her mouth open, and Keisha says she loves tools that do double jobs. Me too, or triple jobs. All right, so you can see there I've got that sentiment added, and the last thing we have to do, of course, is add some matte black dots because these are the best. All right, so we're going to add just 2 today, although you could go crazy. And I'm going to move my ribbon out of the way, and we're going to put them down in this lower left corner, and I've got 1 big and 1 little. And that is it. Look at how easy that was. So simple. And you guys, those who didn't see that I went live early, they're probably just going to be logging on now. And look, we've already made a whole card. Look how fast and easy that was. So I'm going to open this guy so you can see what it looks like on the inside. And there it is. Such a fun card. It makes such a cool kind of difference when you know, I know gatefold cards are pretty common, but they're always in the middle. And so even just changing the measurements a little bit, moving it over, just made it like, I don't know, I think it looks different than a normal gatefold card, probably because there's different DSP patterns there. So, all right, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget that, hold on, let me come back to just you. There we are. Don't forget, wait, this way. If you need anything I showed tonight, you can find it right here at shop.stampwithmelissa.com. And if your order is under $150 before tax and shipping, you can type in that host code. And I super appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. You're so kind. Let's see, what did I want to say? Oh, my paper pumpkin box finally came today. So I don't know yet if I'll be able to do a live later this week, or else I might do a pre-recorded video. But look for that in the next, hopefully this week, because it's a Valentine's kit and I want you to have ideas with it soon so you can send those cards out. I'm sorry, my hair is all, that one piece is all funny today. And then the other thing is next Tuesday is mystery card night. So make sure you are on my email newsletter. I'm going to I'm going to flash. I don't know what I think I was a mix of flash and show. I'm going to show that right here. This is where you go. If you're not on my email newsletter, you're going to want to go there to make sure you get clue number 1. I will, of course, show clue number 1 during the live video, but you won't have as long as to prepare as you do if you're on my newsletter. So that's just one of the perks of being there. So that's super fun. So that'll be next Tuesday, and then we'll do prizes, which I will announce on Friday. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching and for joining me early, and for the short notice on that. So thank you for being here. I will catch you next week. Bye for now.